I just don't care for this plant at all. I'm so sorry. Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be decluttering my bedroom solely because I am on a mission to live a bit greener. As in, I'm really trying to reduce my waste and reduce my waste. I think for the most part I'm pretty good at it, but I could also go that little step further, I think. And as you might already know, this channel is about looking after the planet and just living a healthy lifestyle and caring for the planet, which is pretty much what I just said. Anyway, I am on a mission just to basically like make my life slightly less cluttered. Although I have to say this decluttering process is going to cause a little bit more waste initially because I am going to be getting rid of stuff, but I will take it to the charity shop or just do what I can with it in order to not be wasteful. But I wanted to do this because I've realised just how much we kind of really need to change our lives to try and reduce our carbon emissions. And I was actually having a conversation with my dad the other day, and he was like, people don't realise how much they're going to have to change their lives to reduce the emissions as much as we need to. And it's so true, like I don't think people realise how much of a change we actually need to make if we're gonna actually try and look after this planet. But it's not even like just about tackling climate change for me. I think it's even just caring for the planet. Like we just don't care for it. And so I think that's the thing that really frustrates me. So I'm personally going to try my best to just do what I can, just to not consume as much as I am and try and be less consumerist. I know there's a massive thing at the moment on YouTube which is all minimalist and things like that, and to be honest I don't think it's that bad. The only problem with minimalist for me in my head is that it does mean things feel a little bit less cozy in the home, you know? Like there's something really nice just about like homely clutter, but also you don't want too much. So, you know, what I'm gonna do today is clean up my bedroom, get rid of stuff. I'm going to give myself about an hour or so to really get on with it. For the most part, my bedroom isn't that horrendous. Like I do try to do like clear outs every so often to try and reduce everything. But I think the real key is not adding to it. Like not keep buying things. Like once you get rid of stuff, don't keep buying more stuff. Like we just don't need so much stuff. Like it's just stupid how much stuff people have. And I always just think to myself, what are we going to do with all the stuff that we have once we kind of like once we die? Like what, I know that sounds really morbid, but it's so true. Like what is going to happen to it? Most of the time all this stuff just gets like chucked into landfill, like relatives keep hold of it and they don't really want it and things like that. Like there might be some keepsakes. For the most part people are not going to keep all your keepsakes. This is a little bit off topic, but basically what I'm trying to say is I really want to reduce my waste and live a greener lifestyle. So I have got this wonderful book, Live Green. So I've had this book for a while and I have read the pages through and through multiple times just because I'm fascinated by the whole thing. And to be honest, to try and be completely zero waste is actually not possible. You can't really be zero waste because there's always going to be some sort of waste. But you can do your best to try and reduce your waste as much as possible. And that is what I'm going to try and do. So what I am going to start doing is going through this Live Green book and trying to declutter my life and just make my home a much greener place and just generally try and make my life a much greener life and just start looking after and caring for the planet more, because I really think that that is one of the most important things we can do, especially when it literally gives us life. I just think it's really important, and I think it's really sad that we haven't done it for ages, and actually in the last, like, you know, it's probably only our generation and our parents' generation and maybe our grandparents as well that things have really started to get so horrendous. So actually just our parents and our generation, like we are the consumers and it is literally just a part of our lifestyle now. Like as soon as something breaks, you get something new, you don't try and fix it. And I want to be better at fixing things, because we can't sustain a planet if we just don't try and fix things. If we're like, oh no, it's not good enough now, so I'm just going to chuck it out. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm also someone that does that, and that's probably how I think too, but we're all taught to think that because that is the life of consumerism. That is how we live our lives. That is the system. So anyway, this is my little Live Green book. This is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try to get rid of things, and this is kind of where she starts. She says basically just starting with your home, but she gives like really cool little decluttering tips and things like that. And she says set aside an amount of time, like 30 minutes. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to set aside like 30 minutes or so and just try, or like an hour, and try and just separate things up into piles of things that I do want and things I don't want. My room is a tip at the moment. This is kind of why I'm doing it now, because it's been a bit of a tip for a while, and I've really felt like in this lockdown, like I've just not had the energy to do a lot of stuff like this time. I think just since February, for the most part, I've actually really quite enjoyed it because I've managed to just get on with things and it's been quite fun. But this time it feels like I've been actually like wading through mud. Trying to get things done has been really flipping hard, and the only thing I've actually been able to do is exercise, which is not a bad thing really, but it's also the only thing I've really been able to do. That and watch a lot of TV shows. Desperate Housewives again, brilliant show, absolutely loving it. I'm probably going to actually cut half of this chat out, so that's good, because you don't want to hear me chatting on about crap, which is completely irrelevant to this. Anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm just going to try and get rid of all this crap that we just don't need. Also, if you do like this video, please do like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the little bell because it reminds you when my videos are going to come up. I literally don't know why I even have this in the wardrobe. I hate this carpet with such a passion. Literally my favourite things in the world. My best friend, I've got a lot of favourite things, but my best friend made these cute little baby shoes. So when I have kids, I'm going to put them on my little baby's feet. Great, well that part's done. Okay, so I've actually got a massive load of washing to do. A big black wash actually. Lots of dark colours to do here, which I haven't done. I actually thought I did one last week. It's amazing how quickly this happens, but anyway, let me go and put them in the washing machine. I think that cupboard's pretty much done because there's not loads I really want to get rid of. I'm keeping all my shoes. Basically, I'm not really getting rid of anything apart from this horrible carpet and this little small pile, but then I need to just go through my bedside table drawers. Oh, tired, sorry. Then I just need to go through my bedside table drawers and stuff and just put things back. But I think actually, since having moved in here, it's been okay because I've gone through it quite a lot, especially over this lockdown, so I feel like this room isn't too bad. Say I haven't got the energy to do it that much today. Like, I feel quite tired, but I think the really nice thing is just getting really small little bits done, even if you can't do loads. Like, just getting rid of these little bits here that I've got to get rid of is going to be such a relief, and also getting rid of that carpet. Like, I hate that horrible carpet. I really don't know why we even have it still. Joe picked it up in second year of uni and he hasn't seemed to have got rid of it. So I'm going to dust a little bit, because I don't know about you, but seriously, the amount of dust that gathers in here is just a joke. Like, I've always had a problem with dust. Just hate how quickly it all gathers up. I don't understand what the deal is with that. It's ridiculous. I'm also going to get rid of this plant, because this plant, I know I shouldn't really get rid of it, and I know it's probably doing some good for the air, but also it looks like it's just dying. I don't really know what to do with it, and I've just kind of kept it because I don't want to throw it away, but I think I might just get rid of it. you also just don't want stuff that you just don't really care for. And I just don't care for this plant at all. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm actually gonna say that I'm done now. I'm finding this really tough. That's that. I've done my dusting. I could do with putting some more stuff in the washing machine. I was gonna say dishwasher, always the mistake. And at least I've dusted, And I've got rid of very few things, but at least I've got rid of some things, because I won't have to get rid of those things next time. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please do like and subscribe and click the little bell. And I think that's pretty much it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.